Let me take a picture of you. I'm gonna take a picture. Okay, okay, now let's do the interview. We do it in English because we've got bigger audience in English. So I want you to introduce yourself and your role in UK Jarra. Because one thing I know about the UK Jarra, you guys are the founder of UK Jarra. So I'm not going to mention your name. I want you to introduce yourself and where you're from.
So my name is Kebba Lang Sanneh. I am from Jarra song.
So Kebba Lang, I know you've been, how to call it, you guys started this charity. First of all, I want to ask you what motivates you or encourage you to form this and to encourage people to come on board. What is the motive behind it?
I think UK Jarra first and foremost was born out of necessity. There was a need to have an organization like UK Jarra based on events that happened in this country. So we had Jarrankis who passed away. And unfortunately, we did not have a mechanism in place to be able to support the families, be able to repatriate the bodies back home, or even give them a decent burial in this country. So the idea to establish UK Jarra was born out of this necessity. And then obviously we realized that we cannot form an organization to wait for people to die. So when you create an organization, it should be bigger ambitions, broader aims and objectives to make sure that you're looking after the people when they're alive and also when they're passed away. So when we started, that was the foundation to help people who are in need. But then we thought of a project, it's got to be bigger. So we created concept paper, and then we said we want to be bigger than what we thought we could. And then obviously we thought about how do we help the people in Gambia, and then how do we help the people in the UK, and then we have to market it to how do you raise the funds to do that. So in essence, the whole very good sense of Jarra came together to establish an organization like this. But what isn't just me, we got 50, 60, 70 people that were there in Reading on that fateful day on the 15th of August to establish something that grew so big that everyone in Jarra knows about it. It's a household name in Jarra now, and it's amazing.
How many people do you start with, and now how many members do you have?
The first meeting in Reading, I think we have about 50 or 60 people. Now, the principle of UK Jarra is every Jarranker is a member unless you take yourself out. So which means the membership is as big as the whole of Jarra. The only exclusion is someone who said, you know what, I'm not part of it. So we don't count our strength by the numbers that we have to say, oh, we got 15 members, we got 16 members. We see every Jarranker as a member. So which means the whole of Jarra, the population of Jarra are members of this organization, the ones in the diaspora, especially the ones in the UK. And when we support, we don't discriminate. We say, oh, he's not a member, so we're not going to help him. So we help anyone who is a Jarranker and you are in need, we go there and support.
I normally conclude my question with your point now. So what how to call it? What do you have to say to people, to us that are not part of the charity, and I bet there's a lot of them there like me who are not part of the charity. What would you say to them? And
what I would say is, to you specifically, it's very simple. So when I speak to you, I'm going to speak to you differently than when I speak to somebody else, because I know your family background. So when I speak to my summer people from Daddy Sikunda, I said, well, you need to find a Jarra Mara. That's how important your family is. And the same thing to you. You came from a family well known in Jarra. You cannot mention Jarra without mentioning Kindekunda. You cannot mention Jarra without mentioning Babua. Most of the development of modern Jarra, Babua has a stake in that. So if you are a son of Babua or a grandson of Babua or someone from Pakali associated with Babua, there cannot be a Jarra project that you should not associate yourself with. Because Babua would ask you to associate yourself with. Babua would applaud something like that. And UK Jarra's route, one of the routes would be in Pakali because the support we got from Pakali, we didn't get from anywhere. When we were doing the cultural networks project about the interviews, Magali gave us a host, they provided accommodation, they gave us materials. So for you specifically, I would say, your family background is key because you're from Jarra. Are you proud to be a Jarra? If the answer is yes, then you should be part of this organization. But you, I know you are part of it because the way we measure people's involvement is not about them paying £10 every month or £5 every month. You promote this organization. You promote the agenda of this organization. So you may not see yourself as a member, but your actions say different. Because when I send something to you, I say share. You don't come back and say, you're always something to say. That means you believe in this organization. And there are occasions whereby you will contribute. So we think people will come in phases. Some will come now, some will come in 2 years, some in 10 years, some in 5 years. So it takes a lot to bring a community together. Not everybody is going to see the value in what we are trying to do now. But eventually everybody will. That's the most important part.
So what are the impacts that you have? Because I think you answered one of my questions, the impact you have on Jarrankas in UK. So what are the impacts that you have to people back home in Jarra or in Gambia?
Yeah, so what UK Jarra does is, I think the impact is profound in terms of education, in terms of health, and in terms of relief of poverty. So we build science and computer labs, and out of those science and computer labs, we have students coming out who are now studying medicine. Some of them are now teachers, and then they teach and they give it back to the community. Some are in gainful employment. So that's an impact. So we make sure they stay in Jarra. They don't have to go to Congo. So now, if you're a kid in Jarra, you want to study science, you don't need to go to Nusrat. You need to go to St. Augustine's or anywhere in Congo, because we provided the scientific computer labs in Jarra, well equipped than any of the schools that you would go to anywhere. So it means that you can be born in Jarra and be educated in Jarra, and then you can be connected to the world in Jarra. And that's all thanks to the Jarra. In terms of health, we've expanded the maternity ward of Samar Regional Hospital. It was a 3-bed maternity ward. Women were delivering on the floor, they were waiting, and it was leaking, the roof, everything, and then we fixed it. And then now we put a 6-bed there, so we increase the capacity to 100%. And then not only that, we equip them with modern beds and with modern equipment. So, and that has an impact on child mortality. So that is profound. We also supported Jarrankis when they are in difficulties during the rainy season. You know, in summer and others. So we send money to fix them, to support them, to manage that. So that is a lot that we are able to achieve. And then the impact when you go to Jarra, people in Jarra, they will tell you UK Jarra is one of the best things to come out of Jarra.
I want to ask you, because I know the last 10 years, you guys have attract some investors to invest in your company. I mean, how do you manage to do that, and what would you do different? I mean, to attract investors to come on board. And
so with UK Jarra, the foundation of UK Jarra is transparency and accountability. So that's important. So we want to be transparent in what we do. We want to be accountable to the members. So everything that we do is open to scrutiny. So we hold ourselves accountable. But also we have a big asset. So we're not sitting for things to happen. So we dream big. We think of things that when you talk to people, they say it's not possible, and then we manage to achieve this. So that's all because we have committed people who care about Jarra, who care about this organization, and they are willing to put their energy, resources, and experience to make sure we succeed. Now we have a blend of people. You got chartered accountants, you got nurses with huge experience. We got soldiers, and then we got people in government administration in the UK, people from all walks of life, and then these people come together, business people, or businessmen, Jarrankis, APAs, Jula Finance, all Jarra, and then they all believe in what we're doing. So we managed to bring all these people together, tap into them, and start ourselves, believe in ourselves, and then we reach out to donors as well. So it's easier to attract donors when we know we can do things ourselves as well. So and that's where we started. We did things ourselves. Whenever we think of a project, we don't think where can we get the funding outside from. We think of can we fund it ourselves? Can we ask each other? Can we tax each other to donate £5, £10, £100, £200, £1,000? And then we'll be able to do whatever we want to do. And once we do that, others, it's easier for them to come on board because they could see that we are already making a headway. We're not waiting for charity. We are trying to create opportunities for our people.
What's your position in the company, in the charity?
Now I'm a trustee. I was the first Secretary General, and then I served for 4 years.
Okay,
And
this is okay.
But now we have the new setup. I am a trustee. Now we try to change the setup. So before we used to have chairperson, secretaries, treasurers. We said no, we're gonna have trustees, and then we're gonna get people with specialized skills to manage the finance, to manage project management, to be on fundraising. So I'm a trustee, so it means we're responsible for governance, to make sure the property, the organization is managed and run in accordance with the rules and regulations.
Is the former chairman of secretary of UK Jarra, Kebba Lang. To conclude my question, I want you to help me with, because you have, if you look at here, you have 10 years of succeed.
Yes.
And how would
10 years of success.
Yes, 10 years of succeed, which is remarkable, and I see the impact that it has on people in Jarra and UK, because I know some of the stuff that you guys done here. So I want you to tell me how would another 10 years of success will look like.
Yes, another 10 years. I think Ismail touched it. He said we need to combine for the next 10 years, and then we look at youth development. We look at unity to become one, to be one as one people, and we need to move away from giving out charity. So we need to start looking at the young people. How do we empower them? How do we give the children of Jarra, the young people in Jarra, the opportunities, the skills to be able to conquer the world, essentially. So the next 10 years is very promising. Like I said, we build science and computer labs. Anyone who knows what that means, it means the focus is on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We're going to build another one in Japan. That's one of the projects that's going to happen in the next 3 years. And then also the scholarship funding, like Ismail would put in the endowment fund. So we're going to create a Jarra scholarship endowment fund. That is to support young people who are not from that privileged background. And there's a lot of them in Jarra, but they have the potential. Give them the opportunity, so that instead of the young kid from Pakalinding who is out there fetching waters, he could be there now designing wells and boreholes and becoming an engineer. So the dream is still going to be bigger. The next 10 years is very promising. We have plans for the UK as well. How do we connect our young people to Jarra? So we may even have exchange programs whereby our kids can go to Jarra, spend a couple of weeks during the holidays, and then be able to interact, mingle with our people, go to the Faroes, Bambatenda, and then go to Pakalinding, Sofanyama Bridge. That's what we're trying to do, so that our kids here would say, you know what, they go to Jarra, and this is how Jarra looks like.
This is Kebba Lang Sanneh, one of the founding member of UK Jarra. And for me, I would say the founder of UK Jarra, but he will not like that statement.
No, that's
thank you very much, Kebba Lang.